What's up, everyone? Welcome back to more of the walkthrough. This may be the last video of the walkthrough. I may have a separate video just talking about some additional things, but showing you some additional things. But this particular episode, we're going to be finishing up Fountainhead Palace, and I think I did mention it before, but if you didn't finish up any quest lines, you know, you still want to explore other parts of Ashina in the world, or you want to do some farming in particular areas, now's the time to do that. The next part that we're going to do is we're going to finish off the Divine Dragon, and that kind of locks things out of quite a bit. Everything kind of just finishes up. NPCs, storylines tend to diminish, and we really need to make sure everything's complete, right? So, as you can see, we have access to everything in the castle, but once you have the, you finish up the Fountainhead Palace and the Divine Dragon, some things you just won't have access to any longer. But we're going to go up here and I just want to make sure that we talk to Isshin before we continue on. I know in the last episode, we finished up all the apparition type enemies. So we should be good there. Shouldn't be any more of those hidden mini bosses. But there are a few NPC quests that are still around. So if you didn't get to finish those, go ahead and do that. And as you can see, we didn't come over here for that chest. Now's the time to do that. That's fine. Oh, we could eavesdrop.
The crimson mortal blade. That means the one that he has must be black, then. To abandon oneself in search of strength. How tragic.
Alright, so he's talking about a crimson and then a black blade. So there is a second mortal blade, apparently.
Is that a look of concern on your face? Emma's always telling this old bastard to stay here. So that's why I'm here. By the way, Sekiro, it sounds like your battle to sever immortality with Kuro is near a conclusion. You killed all those who interfered.
I did.
I see. You did well to kill without hesitation.
Now at this point you could give, sake if you want to get a little bit more dialogue. I'm not going to do that for this purpose, but certainly go ahead and do that.
You're leaving, Sekiro. Another time, then.
Oh, yep, we don't have to go down there. So we'll get this item. We'll come around, just make sure no other items. And then we have this. This just appears after some time. The Black Scroll, an old text describing a black mortal blade. In addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one that is black in color. The blade's name is Open Gate, and is said to hold the power to open a gate to the underworld. It is through this power that it creates life. I beseech you, make offerings for the dragon's blood. Alright, so the meaning behind that is we have I have the Crimson Mortal Blade that will kill the Undying, the Infested. And then the Black Mortal Blade, even though it says it opens up a gate to the underworld. So I wonder what that really means. So to put that in perspective, oh yeah, I forgot that that door is not open. So after we fought Genichiro up here, so this is far in the beginning of the story of the game, and he jumps over top here, and we haven't seen him since then. So it's been quite a while since we haven't seen Genichiro. He was looking for the Mortal Blade and could not find the Crimson one, but ended up finding a Black Mortal Blade. Now, the Black Blade does open up things to the underworld, and it's quite frankly, it's a little disturbing, quite disturbing to figure out what does that mean. You know, why is he trying to open up the underworld, or if he's even meaning to do so. But that little bit of dialogue is fine to get. That kind of, it doesn't really progress any part of, you know, a storyline quest, but it certainly gives you a little bit more understanding of what's going on. Now for the last part, we'll just talk to him real quick, see if there's anything else.
I did. Good. Dragon tear. I will obtain them.
Yes.
So nothing there. We got to go get the dragon tears. So let's go back. At this point, we're going to go back to Fountainhead Palace, to the Sanctuary. Now again, use the time that you have. This is, in a sense, a point of no return. It's really a point of no return for many of the quest lines and different NPCs, but you can't access different parts of the castle and Ashina outskirts area, so everything else you should be able to access, no problem. So if you're going to do some farming, and go from there. But for now, we don't really need any of this stuff on. This next fight is more of a gimmick. You could keep some eel liver on because there is some lightning involved, and just out of, you know, preparation, we're going to leave on the antidote. Yeah, because there is some poison, but it really isn't that tough of a fight. But here we go.
The divine realm.
All right, so just to talk about a little bit about this fight. The first part, it's a two-phase fight. The first part of the fight is it's kind of wonky. And what I mean by that is they have there's all these tree dragons coming up out of the clouds, and you could kill them one at a time. They start spitting some poison. That's why we have the antidote powder. But what we're waiting for are tree branches to come flying up through the mist and the fog of the clouds, and then we're gonna jump death blow any one of them, and you'll see it does massive damage to all those. In the second part of the phase, we'll see the divine dragon itself, and all that fight really entails is moving left to right very quickly, and not in a zigzag pattern. So you'll see, I'm just going to run to the right for a while, almost circling around the dragon, then I'm going to go to the left for a while, until something very similar occurs, where we have trees coming up from the underground here, or underneath the clouds. And as you can see, watch, you can death blow these guys. It does very little damage, and I already got poisoned, so we're going to use this. really, it doesn't make sense to fight these guys. All they're doing is coughing. But once you see this start to occur, okay, with these branches coming up, pick one of these guys, and it wipes like a whole bunch of them out. Just like that. That's all you need to do. Old dragons of the tree. They'll come back up. You could wait up here, that's fine. And as more start coming up, you're going to want to do the same thing. You could kill a couple of them. And again, just kind of move around until more branches come up. There's always 3 branches. I'm a little bit too far for that guy. Try that again. And this should be it. Now, I haven't found any difference really between the different, like, shaded dragons. There's only a couple of them. Some are, like, ashy. Some are really, like, burnt. It's all the same. And that should be it. Now, the second phase, again, very similar. We're going to wait to see the branches coming up. Once we get the branches up out of the clouds, you got to note which one has the lightning bolt. So lightning will strike it and it kind of glows. You run up to that one. Make sure you are locked onto the dragon as you're going to do that, because you're going to redirect the lightning back towards the dragon. So that's why I have the eel liver on. I haven't really needed it before, but just in case if you land with the while holding the lightning instead of deflecting it back or redirecting it, then you'll take lightning damage. So sometimes it's good to have a little bit of lightning resistance on. But this is one of the most epic, beautiful fights, boss fights I've seen in pretty much any game. There we go, and then, yep, there's the lightning. You want to jump over top of the sweeps. Get back. Yep, and you're just gonna run back and forth. When he does the wider swings, so we're gonna go back this way, because oh, yep, the lightning's all the way over here. The big sweeps, you want to jump. Don't worry if you take some damage. Shouldn't really be in any kind of danger. Now he'll do his little tornado push away, and we're gonna run back. And if you continue to run just like I am, you shouldn't get hit from those slam downs. Oh, there we go. Come on, where's this? I can't... The lightning's right in front of me and I can't get the... There we go. Oh. And back. Good. And if you need to heal, go ahead, heal. It's... Like I said, his health is already pretty much gone. Make sure that you lock on. Now this, I guess, phase is his more aggressive phase. I just like going kind of back and forth there. He'll do another one, jump, make sure you're jumping. One. He'll do those side swipes. The stab. Oh, I jumped a little too... Yep. Jumped a little too late. I can't move. Yep. And that does happen. That could certainly happen. When you're down... You can take damage still. I gotta get over here. Nope, missed it. I was a little too far away. That's why I like running back and forth, because there's a certain point where those branches will do that. Will come up. Oh my god. I think that's the first death ever to the Divine Dragon. What? There we go. That might even be the last hit. Yeah. There we go. I think that was the... Usually, the Divine Dragon you don't take any damage from, but as you can see... What the hell? There's some glitches going on here. And we get the Divine Tears. Dragon Tears. Gracious gift of tears. Now, like I said, it's not that challenging of a fight. Now, even though I did die, the fight isn't really meant to be. At least I don't think so. I think it's just more story based than it is anything else. But yeah, if you're having trouble with the Divine Dragon, like serious trouble, you keep on dying, you can't get his moveset, whatever it is, besides getting good, I would just say at this point, put the game down, uninstall it, and walk away from Sekiro. Because the Divine Dragon you should not be dying multiple times to. Even if you're new to the game, you could deflect some of those hits, believe it or not. But I just found it easier just to run it around. Alright, Divine Dragon Tears. The gracious gift of tears can only be granted by the Mortal Blade. The body of the Divine Dragon is eternal, and its tears, once shed, will maintain their form and moisture in perpetuity. Should one of the dragon's heritage partake of the dragon's tears, immortality severance will be, what did that say, retained or something. I exited out of there. And now we're back here. And you notice that Lord Kuro is nowhere to be found, but we are going to rest first. Full rest. And we're going to upgrade our strength, or our attack power. The Divine Dragon of the Everblossom came from the west long ago, eventually making its way to this land. Some parts of Ashina are exceedingly old. Water coursing through her ancient rocks and soil allowed the dragon to take root. Attack power 12, vitality 19. So we have 3 more prayer beads to get. That means there are 3 more mini bosses that we're going to defeat, and then we should be up to 13 attack power before we go to fight the final boss. So there is not much left. So again, if you have things you want to do, now is the time. Now is the time. If you wanted to get further on in your skill trees, even to the point where you're going to be farming until you get the final things in each one, then go ahead. You could do that now. Now coming up, we're gonna see this in this episode. There is the best farming spot in the game. So not only does it give a ton of experience points, but you'll get a lot of upgrade mats that are used for the final upgrades in the prosthetic tool tree line. So, and as you can see, Isshin is no more.
Lord
So let's
Isshin,
talk to Emma.
what happened?
Lord Isshin has succumbed to his illness and passed away.
I see.
I'm sure you sensed it. The Central Forces have taken this opportunity to attack the castle.
And the Divine Heir?
Here.
Alright, so the Divine Heir gave the secret passage key. And this is the key to the moat, where we started the journey.
My lord has escaped the castle through the secret passage?
Yes, Master Wolf. The secret passage can be found along the moat in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the Moonview Tower. Lord Kuro escaped the castle through that secret passage, and should be waiting for you in the Silvergrass Field.
Understood.
The Nightjar have left smoke signals on the roofs under Lord Ishin's orders. The smoke should lead the way to Lord Kuro. Lord Kuro escaped the secret path. He is waiting. The night jar, the smoke, Master Wolf.
What is it?
I pray that Lord Kuro achieves humanity.
Yes.
So here we could ask about his parting words.
Lord Isshin entrusted me with something. I was told to give it to you, but it appears you aren't ready for it just yet. I will give it to you once you have mastered a secret technique.
Understood.
So what that means, so if you didn't master
That Lord
one of the techniques, then you won't get the next text. And you might think, well, that sucks. So the text that he gives, you can only get it if you master or have one of these secret techniques. Like, so for Ashina arts, it would be the Ashina Cross, Living Force, or Shadow Rush. If you have one of those, then you could get the text from it that Isshin leaves. Now, all that does is open up one more branch that you would need all of them, including this one. You would need this one, 2, 3, 4 secret texts, or secret, techniques, and there's 3 or 4 more other, like, super duper secret techniques, whatever you want to call them. They take a long time. I think one is even like 11 skill points, or maybe it's not 9 or 11 skill points. Like, there is a few of them that you're just gonna farm. So unless you want to farm for hours on end, I would say go ahead and do that. Quite frankly, I don't see a use whatsoever about farming in New Game. New Game Plus and on, you certainly could, and you'll be getting enough skill experience points that your skill up should come a lot quicker anyway. So I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to worry about it. But for the purpose of the walkthrough, certainly take time, and if that's something you want to do, go ahead and do that. One thing you may want to do before the end of the game is get, if you haven't already, Emma's medicine in the skill tree here. This next one will increase the amount of heals or percentage of heal that you do per per gourd or gourd use. So that could definitely help out in the final boss. A couple other things before we continue on. As far as needed skills that will help out. Number 1, yes, this one, Emma's Medicine. That should be your top priority if you don't have it already. If you do have it, I would suggest finishing out the temple arts. There's 2 latent skills one latent skill that could really help out, and that is this one here. Now, I don't have it unlocked, but what that is, it increases the duration of your buffs for like your candies and like Akko sugar and stuff. So if you're going to go into the end game here with a couple bosses, of course you want to use those items, and this will make sure that those items stay or last a little bit longer. Specifically, techniques, mid-air combat arts could be good, very useful. Suppress sound at this point doesn't really matter. Vault over, I haven't I got it many times before in my multiple playthroughs. Haven't really needed to use it. It doesn't really turn the tides of the game. And then as far as these special techniques, your Living Force would probably be the next one that I would go after. This one here, I believe, is the Senpo Leaping Kicks. This was nerfed early on in the release and isn't near as useful, in my opinion. But go ahead and do those. And then for now, how she said that there are some smoke signals. We're going to come out here and you'll see the castle area is under siege. A lot of stuff happening here. So what we're going to do, if we follow the smoke signals, we could go right to the end. And we will here, but you could go down there. There's a couple items to get. You could see some glowing items. We're going to go ahead and do a little exploration. Oh, shit. Don't worry, most of these guys are not going to fight you right away. They're not here for you. But you could sit here. You could come over if you want to puppeteer any of them. Go ahead. I would say this cannon guy, I would puppeteer. I personally would rather kill the red samurai dudes. They're a little bit easier. Just sit back, collect some of the things. Oh, this guy's coming after me. Alright. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was watching my fire dude get his butt kicked. And that should be this area here. You're going to hear fighting all over the place. Mercury, very important. We will need that for some upgrades, which we will go back before the end and do that. This path should be opened. Yeah, that's right, there was nothing in there. Wow, that game music is very loud in my ear. There's guys down there, but before we go do that, let's come back here. Listen to this guy. So what he's talking about is going over this wall here. We're going to go over here, get a couple items. Watch the general fight his way through. I'm going to just check back here quick. Yeah, nothing down there. You could go this way. This will honestly go back to Kuro. We're not going to go that way just yet. Let those guys fight it out. And then we're gonna... Don't rest here because all those guys will come back. Unless you want to do some farming with them, go ahead. Or if you need to rest. Shouldn't... Oh, damn it. I was just gonna say, shouldn't be anything down here. I just fell off the ledge. Alright. Go back around. Alright, so we're good here. Nothing more to do. We're gonna go back up top. Over this way. Maybe. This guy... Usually the big cannon guys we want to puppeteer, but since there aren't any other guys around here, you already killed this general. We'll do that. Get the Akko sugar. Come back down. Yeah, that's right. There's a big boy here. I think there's a guy sitting on the side, and there should be another big boy up there. we're going to kill those guys real quick. So he'll turn. He should turn. There is a guy, big guy up there that's kind of facing our direction right now, so we're going to wait. Kill this guy. This guy's kind of just chilling here. Just kill them for the extra experience points and drops. Right? Always good. This one we may need to fight. And as you saw, he has some armor on him, so we're going to do this one, the drag. This will pull his armor off. One thing you could do is sneak up here, and we'll backstab him. There we go. Just like a proper ninja, right? That's the name of the game. There isn't anything over here, just this big dude. Nothing there. And we're gonna go up, over. Up. There we go. Now these guys are gonna be fighting. I would certainly... I'm just looking for the loot. Thought there was something else over here. Don't even bother fighting these guys. They're kind of fighting amongst themselves. There's that guy. Alright, so what we want to do... There it is. We want to jump over to this kite. Bonk. And land here. So we're in the back part of the castle. If you guys remember, this was... there's the old grave. We are going to get this idol. In case we die, in case we need to reset. Alright, so now that we have our path that we want to go to, we're going to do a little quick detour to get a prayer bead. So there is a boss over here, a mini boss over there. So look, you could see that they reconstructed this bridge. That's the path we want to go to a very dangerous optional main story boss. Yeah, these guys are here. Kill them for the extra experience. And as you can see, they're not really attacking you guys, so kill them, don't kill them, your choice. This guy, I think you could do another eavesdrop if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
Everyone, forgive me, but nobody would put their life on the line for free. All right, so how do I make my escape?
All right, I'm gonna let him go. Not that important to beat him. So, as far as let's see. Yep. So all these areas are kind of you can't really go to. We are going to go back to Kuro's room. I think this could get us there. Yeah, this would probably be the easier route to get there. There is a mini boss that's underneath where Isshin was. So Isshin was not there. He was over this side. So let's see if this one's closed off or not. I can't remember. No, here it is. Now, this boss is a pain in the ass. So we've already fought one like this before. This is one of the Ashina elites. Now, what I like to do, you could use Suzaku's or any umbrella that you could deflect with. So if you remember Ashina Elite, they're the samurai guys that they pretty much only have one move. So they sheathe their katana and then bring it out very quick, and there's that little glimmer of light that shines right before they bring out their sword. That's when you double tap your deflect, and this is just a quick posture fight. However, this guy's like basically on crack. He has red eyes and very strong, will hurt or damage our posture very quickly. One way to deal with it is just hold the umbrella, and every time he goes to swing at you, tap your deflect button. It spins the umbrella and will destroy his postures for your death blows. The perilous attack is a sweep, so make sure that you jump up over top every time you hear. I don't believe he does a perilous like stab or thrusting move. But for now, this is what we're gonna do. And you can't really come up and backstab him. As you can see, look at that. Look at the I'll try to double tap. There we go. Oh, I'm stuck on that door. So much harder than the other one. Oh. So this guy may give me some trouble, but oh, there's the sweep. Yep. All right, let me focus in here. There we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ah, I moved. Don't move when you're trying to deflect. Yeah, this one gives me a little bit of trouble. But as you can see, this is, quite honestly, this is one of the prayer beads that is quite often missed. So if you're having trouble with this guy, I'll show you that. Using the umbrella, what that does, how it trivializes this fight a little bit more. But you just need to double tap when you see the flash of the blade. Now, I struggle with it because he moves a little bit like wonky. He's like kind of, if you noticed, he moves a lot and then decides to strike. So let me show you this. 1. Yep, see, it like... and then you could hit him because of the fire, because he has the red eyes. You could also burn him. That helps a lot. Red eyes are weak to fire, but oh, I thought I was right on time with him, but I guess not. And that's it. So you could use whatever tactic you'd like, but this prayer bead is definitely one that tends to get missed. These items, this item, and that's it. And then we're going to just go back up top here. Might as well just go to this this other idol. That's fine. Certainly going to rest there. Two more that we need. And we are going to travel to the old grave. Back where we were. So there's one over there. Got one more boss, mini boss. They'll come down here. Yeah, there's nobody else around here. You have this guy here, but they're fighting. They're fighting the... Yep, you'll see the war going on. They're fighting the red ninjas. One thing that you could do that kind of helps out. I mean, you could talk to this guy if you want some dialogue, but these guys are going to want to fight you, and you have a guy shooting at you, which really isn't something that you want to have happen. Go around here. We'll quickly take care of this guy. Be aggressive with him. That's absolutely fine to do that. Make sure you pick up everything. And we're going to go chop up this guy. And make sure you don't trigger any of the other enemies in this area. There's a few of them. There's some really tough enemies, let me tell you. So we're going to sneak on over this way. And this guy's there. Let's see, he doesn't even know we're there, which is pretty funny. There is a pot guy, or a pan guy. Yep, he's all the way over there. So we need to end up sneaking around this way, up top. We got to get him first. Then we have this guy here. There's the red ninja on the other side, so there's quite a bit. So let's go with the Goshen sugar. I forgot there's a guy right there, but we'll just go deal with him. Okay, kill that guy. Now the other guys should not aggro. If they do, you could always run and reset. There is a beast of an enemy down here. Where is he? Can't really see him. There he is. He is, for some reason, he's not a mini boss, but he should be. He is very, very tough. Very tough customer. So we're gonna skip him for now. We're gonna come up over here, and we're going to backstab this guy. We're going to sneak on through, back through here. Collect all these goodies. Kill these guys, don't kill them. Doesn't really matter. So we have one guy should have started a walk. Yep, no, he's there. Usually he starts walking, so he'll walk out that gate. That's what we want. We want him to get out of here, so we could get the drunkard by himself. Now the drunkard, he has armor on, so we definitely need our spear for that fight. Oh. So I alerted that guy, but hopefully you got the backstab on him. If not, yeah, that's alright. Now, to get this guy, we could do this. We could do a couple different things. We could run down, backstab him, but it will trigger the drunkard. We want to, and we could just easily reset the drunkard, run away, and that's probably the best play here. Another thing is if you're not having too much trouble with these guys, we could hit them, bring them over here, and then let's fight them properly. There he is. Yeah, that didn't take much. Make sure you have this on. We are not going to use fire on this guy. And that might seem kind of counter to what we've been doing with these guys, but he is actually fire-based. So I think the best idea for this, we're going to use the dousing powder. So just in case we get, you know, we start burning, we'll be able to get him. Now this death blow can be a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes to get because he's on such a weird angle, but should be able to get it. We're going to get the first death blow up over top. He is of the red guard. It's going to take a couple pulls for... There we go. Once we get that off, it's your basic... It's your basic kind of fight then. Yep, and here comes the fire. Get a couple hits in, and then we're going to run. The other thing I want to do is, I always like the Ichimonji. Oh, I went to hit the jump, of course. Now I jump. Hit him once, and back. Oh, got stuck on that. Now, some people find parrying him is very easy. I struggle with those guys for some reason, for parries, but that time I didn't, and we got a prayer bead. Before we get moving on, let's go down here. And why not take out this guy? This is our 100% walkthrough, so why not, right? We need to, we absolutely need to get this guy. So we could do, let's try something fun. If you want to fight him, we could just go down and fight him. Another way is just jumping far and trying to get the... I thought there was... Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think I could get the running. Oh, there we go. That's one way to get them. These guys are worth 1324 in experience. Adamant tight. And then that should be it for this area. One place that we're going to go before we continue on is right over here. There is that idol still. Now rest here. If you rest, don't forget that that whole area is going to reset. I'm not going to rest specifically. But we'll just in case you die before you get to the next idol, you'll have this one available. Okay, the next part, we're actually going to skip back one more time to the reservoir. because there is the last prayer bead, and we want to get that before continuing on. It definitely will help help things out here. Yeah, we'll go back to the castle. Now, you could have done this fight before, but I wanted to clear out a lot of the other areas first, and then we're going to come back here. You can leave these guys to whatever they're doing. Drop down here. And let's get this idol. I guess I could have gotten this idol first. But this is where the next prayer bead is. And you have a general, and then you also have 7 spears. So there's something that we're going to do here is we are going to sneak on by. I don't need this. We're going to keep Ichimonji on. I think we'll be good there. Yeah, we don't really need anything else. We're going to sneak. We're going to stay to the right side over here. And we're going to puppeteer the general. And then have the general fight 7 spears for a bit. We're going to participate in the battle as much as we can here just to get him down. Hopefully we could get his first phase down. But be the best thing to do since you cannot puppeteer 7 spears. Might as well puppeteer the other dude. Stay to the right. Just don't walk into the fire. You could really sneak in between. Puppeteer him. Another tactic, too, is to run over to the dude sitting over here. You could puppeteer this guy, because he offers just somebody else that's going to do some damage to 7 spears. He's not going to last long, obviously. He's just a grunt. Make sure that you're not taking damage from your puppets. Just like that. Come on. There's one phase. And just get ready to deflect and Makiri counter this guy. There we go. Remember, Makiri counters are big. Oh. I couldn't see what he was doing. Get me out of here. 1, 2, 3. Bam. And Makiri counter. Here, counter, and dead. And there is the 4th and final prayer bead. If you need to watch more of his fight, go back through the walkthrough to where we actually fight him properly. He actually isn't far from here. He's just over here by the Moonview Tower. And, yeah, you'll see his fight in its entirety. That will really help out if you're having trouble with that fight. Alright, so let's get our final prayer bead. Final prayer necklace. 7 spears of Ashina were pivotal in Ashina's coup. He awarded the Lance of None to none but his most loyal samurai, yet now only a few of the 7 remain. Well, they don't remain anymore. Alright, so we got 3... I may just save up for that. I think I'll be fine for the boss, the final boss. But, yeah, I just need 4 for Living Force. Yeah, I'll probably just save up so at least I could get, you know, the text from Emma to show you. Alright, so now that we did that, let's go back up here. And we're going to go back to the outskirts to the underbridge. Alright guys, for the next part of the walkthrough, we are going to go back and we should have this quest line moved forward enough. Those guys get real easy when when there's fire around.
My dear Shino, did you...
Oh, here's the red eyes.
This, the treatment can be advanced. I'm sure the master, even if try as I might...
Dojun.
Fret not, dear shinobi. I will perform my duty for the glory, your reward.
Got some grave wax, very important upgrade material.
With this, master...
Alright, we're gonna sneak on by because he creates two very tough enemies, or he actually creates one, but he becomes one himself. That could be very tough. We're gonna go out this way and dive down, and go to the bottom, grab a couple of coin purses. One item here. Don't worry about those fish. You could kill them if you want, if they're bothering you, but there really isn't a reason. So we're going to grab Dasaku's note. My disciples have abandoned me for Dojun, or Dogen. Unwilling to dirty their own hands, they all left me for that hypocritical quack. Dojun, my last disciple. Even if I die, the research must continue. Finish the procedure for Ashina's sake. So we're actually going to come back out here. I think we need to eavesdrop first. Yeah.
Master Dosaku, what on earth? What? Surely you don't intend to use that on me. Very astute, my apprentice. You are the next subject. Please, no! As I feared, you have strayed from the path of medicine. Why would you do such a thing? No, Master. The rejuvenating waters have bewitched you. Master, please answer me. Please, answer me, Master. Why? Why would you answer me? Answer me, Dosaku!
So he kind of loses his shit. Let's rest, and we'll go back up there. And I believe at this point he's gone. If not, there may be just one more thing that we... Oh. One more thing that we got to do to move this quest line forward. Alright, so he's in there.
Answer me, Master. Why, Dosaku?
I didn't see that before. I don't know if that was even in there.
Answer me, Master Dosaku.
Alright, so he should be... That should be it for him. I don't know if we have to get out of the area completely, but let's just reset. Now that we talked to him there, we'll just check on him, see if he's still there. If he is, we may have to leave the area completely. Okay, nope, he's gone. And now we are going to go... We're going to go fight him and the Creation. The Creation is that samurai dude that we sent in a little while ago. Hopefully I've been having some trouble with the volume controls here, but Sekiro, well, most of the Dark Souls games too, Sekiro has like really loud music at random times, and I can't seem to get the balance right so you guys could hear me. Plus right now I'm rocking a little bit of a sinus infection, so it's hard for me to vocalize. But alright. So what do we need for this guy? We are going to use the flame. And we'll put... Where's the oil? And just for a little extra oomph, an Akko sugar. So we're going to start off with the Isshin sugar. So all we're going to do is come down here nice and slow, and you'll see him. He was with the red eyes. That's Dojun, guy that was helping us out, and then the red eyes up there. There's our dude. I don't know why that's all glitched out, but the guy sitting up in front here, he should be dead. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's alive, but we're gonna come up. Oh, shit. We did not want him to see us, so we'll just reset. We'll use the sugar. I think we have to use it before the water, but either way, let's use the sugar. I thought maybe we could sneak up there and use that. And we're going to sneak behind him and get the backstab to kill him. If you want to find him, go ahead. Both of them together are very, very tough, and most likely you'll struggle with those. But we're going to sneak up here. Get this guy. We're going to sneak all the way up here. And we're going to bubbles him. We're going to use him for our puppet. And as we're waiting, I'm gonna come back, let him do some work. He's probably not gonna be able to defeat him by himself. He'll probably die, but that's okay. We're not here to just watch this fight, even though we kind of are right now. There we go. And that should be it.
I am sorry, Master. I've failed you.
So you get the red lumps. And that's it. That's all you get from these guys, plus a little bit of experience. So these are, I wouldn't call them mini bosses. I guess that might be the most accurate name, but they're just quest line bosses. Now that finishes up his quest line completely, and that's it. We're gonna go back. Let's go back to the dilapidated temple just to make sure if we have any upgrades that we'd like to do before we continue on with the last portion of our walkthrough. So you should have quite a bit of Sen left. If not, you have quite a bit of the coin purses. And now you could use any, you could upgrade anything that you want or that you can upgrade at this point. We don't have enough mercury If you look, the mercury is in the next area here, and we'll be able to farm some of that. But as long as you have the Malcontent ring and then also Suzaku's umbrella, you should be ready to face the end of the game. Now, if you're somewhat of a completionist, you're going to need to farm quite a bit to get these items and get everything. You could get this entire row up here, and then you could get 2 of these items here. You could get the Shuriken or the Sabimaru, because you only get, I believe, 4 lapis in one playthrough. So if you get 4, obviously these cost 2 each, so you could get these 2 and start New Game Plus with only needing these last 2 for upgrades, which they take 3 each. So there is that aspect of it. I recommend, if you're going to finish this, go ahead. But the only 2 I would suggest getting for New Game Plus is the Sabimaru. The Lazulite Sabimaru is very good. As you can see, we used it a little bit through the playthrough to poison guys and poison bosses. To have this at full capacity with, the amount of damage it does, this will work really well. And then the other one would be the axe. Now the axe, reason why I'm saying the axe is because there's one part in particular that I think is pretty fun to use the axe on, and that's the that foggy forest, right? The forest that you can't really see much. There's apparitions everywhere, because if you go ahead and use the axe, obviously I do not have it, but it does. Maybe the spark will show it. Yeah, that slam down, bam. Okay. When you do that with the Lazulite one, it creates this AoE of almost like using a Snapseed. So with apparitions, obviously it will do damage to all the apparition type enemies, but then it dispels all those other apparitions. So like even with the Lady Butterfly fight, you could use that instead of snap seeds if you're out of snap seeds, or if you have the ability to use the prosthetic tools in mid-air, that could be pretty fun to use as well. If you're jumping off, like jump off her head or jump off somebody and then use that and slam down, it's pretty fun. But certainly not necessary. Whatever your playstyle is, go ahead and whatever weapon you'd like, use it. For us right now, there isn't anything that I'd like to upgrade, but we'll go back. Let's go back and finish up the backside of the area here. So we already finished up the one mini boss. We got all of our, let's see, we should have all of our vitality is at 20, attack power 12. That's as high as our attack power is going to be able to become right now. But for now, we're just going to come up here. We're kind of going to reset everything here and make our way over to this side. So we got our Mercury. So if you wanted to use the Mercury in one of those other upgrades, go ahead. For this part, I know this is very loud right now. We are actually going to run through as quickly as we can, and we're going to get over there to the next idol. So don't worry about these guys. Come up here, and we'll get the idol just to reset the area. Now to touch on this really quick, if you look in the top right corner of the screen, I should be able to put it right now. There is a card for the best farming spots in the game. This is it. This is the best farming spot in the game for experience points. And you get a couple other things, especially your mercury. This is a great spot for farming mercury. So if you do have any of... I'm not going to do the farm specifically. Go ahead and watch that video, but I'm going to show you kind of the route to do anyway, because we want to kill these enemies. You could pop these balloons, all of them, and load up on all the goodies. This is your safe spot here. This resets everything. So we're going to hit this reset because you can see there's one of the red soldiers already made their way up there. I'll show you the path that we're going to take just as part of the walkthrough and not necessarily just for farming. It just so happens to be one and the same. Come down here, grab this guy. Okay, we're going to grab that. We're going to drop down. See this guy? Kill him. We're going to pick up that item and grab this. There is an item over here. And we're going to sneak up. Now those two should be already up there, which means we could grab this guy. Now because we took a little extra time, we're going to have to wait until those guys come down. But typically you want to kill this guy and get those guys while they're in the middle of the steps. So we're going to take a look around here first. So our merchant is gone, and so is our big boy, unfortunately. So we're going to find out what happened to them in just a moment. These guys did not come back down. I'm going to do this again just because I don't feel like wasting any more time waiting for them to come back. Just be careful of this fire. It does still hurt you. Alright, we're going to do this a little quicker now that we have those other items already picked up. Yeah, they just started to come down. So you could have just waited there or not. I'm a little impatient. So we'll get this guy. As you're falling down, collect his goodies. This one. Oh, the other thing to have on is Mortal Draw. And they lined up perfectly, which does happen. We're going to come up here, kill this guy first. Always go after the cannon guy first. Well, this guy didn't even turn around, so we're good. Sometimes, when you kill this guy, backstab here, this guy's close enough, he'll turn around, and all you need is one of the mortal draws and a couple hits, and he's gone. And this right here, that's the farm that I like to do at the end of the game, and I'll show you one more time. I'll look at this. I believe you get just over 3,500 experience, and look, we're very close to our next experience points anyway. We are... Let's take a look here. Yeah, we're 373 to our next skill point. So let's use that so then we could get the final skill in the one tree. So let's see, you get, what do we get from 662? Another 662. 662. There should be a little bit more. And now that you see that they're a little bit close, he should be 1, 2, and that should have been it. So you got 1324 for that guy, and another 662 there. So there's a lot of experience points just from this quick farm, and it's relatively safe. Other than that last guy, you could fight him if you want. If you don't want to waste the spirit emblems, then you're going to have to learn to deflect and fight them naturally. I like to use that. Excuse me. The mortal draw technique. So for this walkthrough, we are going to get Living Force. I highly suggest This is only just to show you what the next skill tree that opens up is. We can't really do much with that anyway. If you didn't get Emma's medicine, save up, stay right here, farm up until you get a 5th skill point, and use it for Emma's medicine. You will thank me for it. Okay, it heals much more each time you use the gourd. I particularly don't need it right now, so I'm going to use this for living force. Okay, and since we have already been up here, let's go back up to Karu's room where Emma is. So now that we have mastered one of the skill trees, she will give us Isshin's last text.
Master Wolf, I see you've mastered a secret technique. It is now time to pass to you what Lord Isshin entrusted to me. Please.
So the Mushin esoteric text, a unique text of the legendary Ashina Mushin compound style. Young Isshin would stop at nothing in his lust for power, and this single-minded search for strength ended in him taking Ashina for his own. This is the result of combining techniques from the styles he encountered. This drive defined Isshin's achievements, and as such, this text will never be finished.
A book, Lord Isshin. If Sekiro is able to master these, I'd like to do that. Is what he.
I see.
I pray that Lord.
Okay, so now it opens up the last couple skill points or skill tree. So what it actually opens up is these 3. These are the secret texts on each one of the different arts. So temple arts, Ashina arts, prosthetic arts, and shinobi arts. Each one of those must be mastered. Once you mastered those, you unlock these last 3. So Shadow Fall, Spiral Cloud Passage, and an Empowered Mortal Draw. So, as you can see, to get these, you need to have full upgrades here. So I don't know what this one is because I don't have that unlocked. But here's 6 here, 5 here, and this was 4. So right there, 6 and 5, we have 11 plus 4 more. We're at 15, and whatever this is, I can't remember. That might be, let's just say 5, so we have an even 20. So you got to get 20 skill points just to finish those, not to mention the rest of the skill tree. Here we have 5 there, we have 3 here, 3 there, 2 there, plus this 6. So like you could see the amount of farming you would need to do. However, you need 6 more to get Shadowfall, 9 more for Cloud Passage, and 5 more for Empowered Mortal Draw. A lot of farming. Again, I'll leave that up to you, and that's why I didn't put it as part of this walkthrough, because it isn't a necessity. These skills are cool looking, but aren't needed to complete the game. Do they make things easier? Possibly. However, Mortal Draw is probably your best thing to go after, because Empowered Mortal Draw, it opens up the same way. It's just a much, much stronger cut. So if you hold it rather than just hit the, you're holding in L1 and just tap R1, you'll do the Mortal Draw. But if you hold it in, you empower it, it extends the range and is much more powerful. This is not that great. It looks cool. It looks fantastic. This is what Genichiro does to us when he does his combo for the most part. It's not really that great. You do take a little bit of posture damage if, an enemy's deflecting. So it really isn't that great. It doesn't do a lot of damage either. And Shadowfall used to be great, but they did nerf that as well. This used to be something that you could just use repeatedly over and over and over again for the Genichiro fight. And pretty much clap him. But that got a little nerfed. So with that said, we're going to continue on to finish up this game. So let's go back to this stairway. We're going to leave that on. We don't need anything here. We're going to do this beginning part of our farm. We're not going to actually farm, obviously. That's not the purpose of what's going on right now. We're just going to continue on. Leave that guy. Then we're going to come up here and make our way around. Let me just double check something here. There isn't anything more over there. Okay, we're going to come over here, and then we're going to find our merchant and Kataru, unfortunately.
Good sir! How, are you?
What's wrong?
Oh, well, it's bad. Well, as it turns out, I'm in a bit of trouble again. Well, those government bastards. I made them an offer for them to look the other way, you know. And, they weren't as, amenable as I'd hoped. Oh, they took it all. My money, my stock, everything. But Kotaro drove them away, at least. Right, pal? Oh, the big guy's fallen asleep.
Yes. He's sleeping soundly.
Please, don't make that face. There's nothing for you to be sad about, good sir. Oh, that's right. Good sir, I stowed away something good. Something just for you. My last piece of product. Interested?
Absolutely. So this is only 1 sen, so make sure you have at least 1 sen. If not, go kill one of those guys. You should have that. And get the promissory note. Now, Anayama, his last piece of product, discounts the cost of items when purchased from merchant. A sen saved is a sen earned, and so long as one draws breath, business will continue. So you might think, oh, well, this is kind of like useless at this point in the game. It stays with you in your key items for New Game Plus.
About that, I hid it in my underwear, so...
I don't mind.
And with that, I'm all sold out. But you know, I'm not complete. I still have this 1 sen. I'll take this 1 sen and turn it into a mountain of gold. Oh, and when that happens, good sir, please come back to buy something.
And that finishes his quest line, and obviously Kataro's. Unfortunately, they are done for. Now, what that item does is it gives us a discount at merchants. So it's not a huge discount. I think it's... I don't know what the percentage is, but I remember it's just enough that, you know, it's something, right? Especially if you struggle through the playthrough with collecting sen. This should definitely help out. Now for this part. Oh, he saw us, so I was hoping he wouldn't. One of these little dudes is going to make their way up here, I think. I'd like to get him up here. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, there it goes. So we'll kill this guy quick, hopefully. Ah, these guys are always a bit of a pain. Especially because you can't see what they're when they're striking, but alright, so we got these guys. I want to say there was one more. Oh, this guy will get... We'll kill him. Thought there was one more of those little guys. Oh, there's one up there. But yeah, there was... Yeah, there he is. Oh, I didn't get the death blow, which I wanted. Come up here, fight these guys. Oh, these guys are such a pain. Damn, I'm playing like garbage right now. Yup. There we go. Alright, there is a little guy all the way over there. A couple of them coming up here. So, this path, we could come up here. There should be... Thought there was one more guy. Nope. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, shit. I thought we'd be able to get him. I knew there was one more guy. Typically, I could get him when he's coming down here, but... Whoop. I don't know why that just kept on going. I didn't mean to do that many axe cuts, but... Alright, for this next part, let's go back up here. Okay, we're going to go up top. There is a merchant there. He is still there. Shoot. I keep on forgetting which direction these guys are all going to. But that's alright. If we have to fight this guy, we'll... Yeah, we'll kill him. Kill him easy, right? Not too terrible. Where is... There, this side. So if you have anything else that you need from this guy, go ahead. He has a couple more items. And as you can see, so Divine Confetti was 300 Sen. Now it's 270. So it's a little bit of a discount. I would say a 10% maybe. Even the coin purses, look at that. So if you want to save your coin purses, you could buy them for now 100 for the Litecoin and save 100 cents. So they're basically free. And then you could get whatever else that you need here.
You find the departed, just like wherever you...
All right, so we are going to come around this side, around the back and down here. And we're going to sneak our way back up like we did in the very beginning of the game. So again, just be careful. There is a guy right up here. You should be able to backstab him. But be careful. There is another red ninja right over there. And there is... a big boy. Okay, one of the chained ogres. We're gonna make sure that you have the puppeteer on, and we're going to puppeteer the big boy and watch him kick their asses for a bit. And while he has them distracted, you can see there's a bunch of guys there. We're going to start making our rounds as soon as we can here. Back over here. We're going to let these guys... Oh! Just get out of the way when the big ogre comes. There we go. Okay, now. He should keep those guys distracted, I believe, for a bit. If we... I don't know if we made it out of there in good standing, but once he's fucking around with those guys, we're gonna come up over here, grab this guy, kill him quick. And we are gonna want to get this guy quick as well. We're gonna reset some of these. Oh. If he turns around, just attack, you'll be fine. Okay. I think we're okay for now. I do want to get that guy, one of those guys over there. So we'll get this guy, and we will puppet him. As that guy's kind of handling things, let's get some of these items. We got the mercury over here. Oh. Where is this? Damn. I guess I can't get up there that way. Excuse you. Grave wax. How do I forgot how to get over there now. Oh, there we go. And just attack him, right? Just go at him hard. I don't know if this guy, is he on me? Is that the guy that's on me? It might be. Yeah. This area is really, really rough. Okay? But unfortunately, this is kind of like the best way that I found is by puppeteering most of these guys. It kind of keeps them busy. You could go through and kill a guy here, a guy there, that sort of thing. Let's see, did this guy turn? No. He's still looking over by me. So another thing we could do. Again, I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible for y'all. We'll come down over here. There we go. Stay on the corner and get him there. Okay, now we have, I think, another munchkin down here. One or two munchkin dudes. Might even be just him, because the other guy was up top. We got him. Yep. Now, I believe this area is cleared, but as you can see, Inosuke and his mother are more. All this is empty. Alright. So now we're going to go around and just double check to make sure we got all the items. Oh, our big dude's over there. Oh, this guy didn't die either. Man. Okay, no problem. Sneak around. And we'll get this guy. So even though the Chained Ogre was just that, the Chained Ogre, we don't get a prayer bead for him anymore. We're capped out on prayer beads. So if you're wondering why not, the fuck is happening? That is why he isn't considered a mini-boss at this stage of the game. So this area is 100% secure. All the items are gotten. If you struggled with this, I mean, I struggled a little bit there, and, you know, you could see I just kind of barely made it. The most important item was over here, I believe. It was the, I think it was, yeah, it was right here. That's the Mercury. So, very important item to get. You want to make sure you grab that before you move on. And don't worry, there is another idol up here, so if you're getting low on heals or spirit emblems or anything else, you're fine now. Okay, we'll go through here. Now this whole area is optional, by the way. You don't need to go this way to finish off the game. But this is the optional boss. For me, the toughest boss in the game. Now you have these guys. Just go ahead and kill them. You could talk to this guy.
Everything was burning. The fires raging out of control. Howling was intense.
So he's talking about flames and fire and all this stuff, and obviously you could see this whole place is in flames, and you have these big claw marks. So we have the toughest fight ahead of us at this point, and this may be even a point where some of you just won't finish this boss, and don't be ashamed. He is, for me, again, the toughest boss in the game. Now, there are some ninjas in there fighting him. Sometimes you might think, oh, well, let me go in there and fight with him. I highly suggest not doing that, just because they trigger attacks that you may not be kind of like following or watching, and it ends up making the whole fight harder, at least in my opinion. Now's the time to finish up anything that you feel like you need to finish up in the way of your farming, your upgrades. If you need spirit emblems, guess what? Buy them. You should have quite a bit of Sen right now if you're low on those. But now is absolutely the time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this fight first. Number one, make sure you rest. I did not rest. You should have 20 spirit emblems, which is maxed. You should have 12 attack power, and you should have 20 vitality. If you do not, at this point, that means you didn't follow the walkthrough and guide. Go back and see if you could find out where those items are. Attack power. You should definitely have 12 attack power, just because you can't progress through the game without killing those story bosses where you need to use the memories to get the attack power. At least to this point. Again. So, some items we are going to use. Number one, we are not going to use anything fire-based. Don't use fire. You could use Mortal Draw. However, I do not suggest using Mortal Draw at all. These items in here, I don't know. I don't find any very good use for them. Ichimonji might be if you're taking a lot of posture damage. You could do that. Nightjar Slash is okay. I'm going to use Nightjar Slash. I have Reversal on, but it doesn't really matter. Just because sometimes you could close the gap there. Akko Sugar I use. And let's see. Oh, wait. Before Akko's, we want to put on... you could use the Red Gourd if you're taking a lot of fire damage. That could help prevent that. I would refrain from putting any other heal item on. The Rice, Sweet Ball, we have 2 of these. We have another Rice. We have Divine Grass. Don't put those on because if you need them, you could quickly go into your menu and use them. Same thing with the Jizu statue, which we may use. If we're close enough, usually by the 3rd phase, that's when I want to use the Jizu statue if I feel I could take the fight. The other items that I like to put on for a little extra damage is the Akko Sugar and some Divine Confetti. Now, they are not a necessity, these two. However, the 2 items that are your Malcontent Ring and your Suzaku Umbrella. These 2 are quite essential if you're struggling with different parts of the fight. So what he's going to do is, what we are going to try to do is, we're going to try to stay to his back and right side. We're going to deflect where we can, but anytime he decides to shoot out fire, there are a couple times where you could jump out of the way, but you really have to time it, and it's tough to time. That's why we have this Suzaku's Umbrella. If you can't time it, use the Umbrella quick. Boom. You won't take the fire damage, and then you can move on. Now, it does take Spirit Emblems. So if you start using that too much, then your 3rd phase, where the Malcontent Ring is going to be used the most, you may not have enough Spirit Emblems to use it. If that's the case, go back into your inventory and use your Ceremonial Tanto. Every time you use that Tanto, you get 5 Spirit Emblems. You could use that up to 3 times before you have to refill it. So that's 15 more, essentially, Spirit Emblems. However, you can only use it once at a time. And then it does take about half of your health when you use it, so make sure you have enough heals. So a couple of the other attacks. In his 1st phase, he's going to do a lot of stomping. He's going to bring up his firearm, slam it down, extend some fire. He's going to do a whirlwind type of slash with his arm. That will shoot a few fireballs out at us in like a fan type of form. That's when you want to try to run towards him and underneath, but if you're going to get hit, that's when you're going to use the Umbrella. So the 1st phase, make sure you have the Umbrella ready to go. He does this huge jump attack where he jumps straight up in the air, slams down, big fire explosion. Now, this is where if you're not timing it very good, where you could jump out of the way, if you time the jump, you could jump out of the way and there'll be a attachment point that on him where you could attach yourself, jump forward, do a couple strikes on him, and take a little bit more damage off of him. And that's what we're looking for. But if you're having trouble timing the jump, and sometimes I do, then you could just sit there as he's up in the air on that super jump, hit that Umbrella, you could take the hit, wait a second or two because it has like an aftershock, and then start attacking. If you go too soon, if you release the umbrella too soon, it'll blow you back and do some damage anyway, so it's kind of a wasted defensive move. And then lastly, in the 1st phase, and he continues it throughout the entire fight, he does a perilous attack where it's very hard to see the kanji symbol because it appears on his body, and his body's red, so sometimes you're not paying attention. The only way that I found to not get hit by this thing is just jump straight up. Jump straight up. Don't jump to the side, don't jump back. Jump straight up. No matter where you are, jump straight up. It has a very strange hitbox. So the moment you see that, jump up in the air, and he'll go past you. Run far away, you just got to chase him down. That's the first phase. Phase 2. Now, I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but he has 3 phases here. Phase 2, 90% of what I just said, 99% of what I just said, he does in Phase 2, but he adds a few things. He will add a ring of fire. He'll add I'm sorry, not a ring of fire. What he'll do is he'll use his arm and start spinning it around his head, basically, and have these huge fireballs coming at you, and they kind of track you, so you have to run in kind of a circular manner. That's if you're a little too far away. So if you're medium distance too far away, he'll start using kind of like a ranged attack. Those could be very, very challenging to get through. Again, have your Suzaku's umbrella ready. Most of the attacks are exactly the same. He does add that. The third phase, he starts out with a big AoE sweeping attack. You want to jump and duck. So it's jump the first, duck the second, and he puts you kind of in this fire arena. That's when you're going to switch over and use the Malcontent Ring. Reason being is, while he's doing that, he's going to start a perilous attack running out, trying to hit you, and then running outside of the big firewall circle, and then running back in. The problem with that, obviously, if you try to cross the fire circle, you're going to take some fire damage. If you stay in there and he's attacking, you're not going to see what he's doing. The firewall just kind of blinds you. The Malcontent Ring will drop him in his tracks and get you a ton of hits. It will only be useful for 3 rings of the Malcontent whistle. So you're still going to have to fight him towards the end if you don't take off all of his health by the time your 3rd Malcontent Ring is used. I know there was a lot there, but believe me, this is my worst fight in the game. I don't know why I used that hit. As you can see, I already did something stupid. But for the first phase, we are going to let him kill these guys. Because like I said, they end up making matters worse, I believe. So once they all die, we should be good to fight this guy normally without really worrying about those guys. We are going to use the Divine Confetti and Akko's Sugar to do as much damage as we can right now and run in, get ready to go. Now, you could also use there's his fire. Oh, there's his slam down. You want to stay to the right side. You could use the mortal draw there. You would take probably most of his health. Here we go. Run away, jump in the air, come back, and hit him. Now, it did stagger him, so we get a couple more hits. And stay to the side. Take a hit or two. Stay to the side. He's going to jump again, run away, jump up in the air. Jump straight up, like I said, for that attack. Now, as you can see, I decided to take some damage there instead of using my umbrella. He has that little combo attack where he stomps. He's going to do the jump. Come up. 1, 2. And we have his first phase done. Now this phase, back off just a little bit. You can't really hit him too hard here. I'm going to just buff up again and go from here. He doesn't take any damage. Yeah, he wants to do that, this attack. Luckily, we were close enough that he wasn't able to do that for us. Jump up in the air. Slam. And luckily, I jumped out of the way. There's the umbrella. Deflect his stomps. Run away. Jump up. Do a couple hits. Now, try not to get too greedy. Now, if you stagger him, obviously, go to town, but... don't get too greedy with your strikes when you're close. He will still attack and come at you pretty good. There we go. So, there's the fireballs. We're going to just run around them. And we have a little bit of time to get a couple attacks in. There's his combo. Jump up. Anytime you see a kanji symbol, you want to get ready to just jump. Now, I want him out of this corner. It's very tough fighting a big boss in the corner. Again, like I said, try to stay to his backside. If he hits you there, it's not usually that bad, but... Okay, we got him to phase 3. Alright, switch over to Malcontent Ring. Now, here we go. We're going to jump up. Stay down. Oh, sorry. That was another jump. And Malcontent this. Take as much health as you can off of him. We got a couple good hits there. Oh. And I was trying to do that one too many times. Alright, we may be able to get one more on him. Yeah, there we go. But he fought through that one. We're going to go back to the umbrella. And I jumped a little late. See what I mean by the extra... Oh, I didn't remember that one. I don't remember the second one on that. He did that extra little hit. Oh, he didn't do it that time. Nope. Alright, got out of the way. Gotta stay to his backside here. Or right by his nuts. Now he should be just about dead. And... oh, I took some damage, a lot of damage. And I'm just going to finish him off there. Thank you, Wolf. So, reason why he said thank you, he is the sculptor. So there's your, if you didn't know that already, the sculptor became the demon of hatred. The one-armed demon prowled the battlefield, consumed by flames of deepest resentment. And we have our lapis, 2 more pieces. Yeah, we're going to release that energy. Now, that is it for the demon of hatred. Now, I know I seem to make that easier, much more controlled. I've just, again, played this so many times. I have an idea of what he's doing. If you happen to watch the live stream event, he killed me probably 7 to 10 times. You know, when I'm playing this, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But everything that he just did is pretty much all he does. You got to stay close to him. The further away, the harder the battle. He does a lot of AoE, a lot of fire spamming. That makes this almost impossible. Luckily, we used all of our healing gourd. We have 2 spirit emblems left. Now, you can make the fight a little bit easier or not easier, but you could take more damage off of them if you end up using Mortal Draw along with the Divine Confetti plus an Akko Sugar. Absolutely could do that, but it does eat up all your spirit emblems, and I highly suggest not doing that just because we need them towards the end of the fight, as you could see. So, with the Demon of Hatred down, let's use his memory. A man who failed to become Shura instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. So now we have 13 attack power, 20 vitality, and pretty much ready to go for the last part of the game. So in order to finish things up, I'm just going to use the last of our skill points, at least my skill points. If you need spirit emblems, buy them. If you have Sen, a lot of Sen, and you don't want to lose it, then surely go start buying all the coin purses that you can. And now that demon is down, we are going to go after the final boss. So we're going to go to the, is it the outskirts? Nope. We're going to go to the castle, to the reservoir. Now again, obviously this will be the end of the game, so if there's anything else you want to do, if you want to spend some time farming in that newly opened best farm spot in the game, do that. If you want to go back and fight other things, or if you forgot something, or if you just want to explore, go do that. But now, since we don't need to kill this general, we're going to make our way back over to the reservoir where we kind of started the game. Back over this way. Oh, son of a bitch. Don't worry, we have another idol that's coming up. This way. Man, I'm not doing well with those. I gotta go back up. Usually I could get them. There should be an item, a couple items over there. We're gonna go grab. Gonna get that one. Yep, we'll come back here. Let's see. Yeah, we could go over here. Oh, wrong side. Damn it. Right over here. We're going to cross over. Remember, this is exactly where we started the game. Get some healing items, and we'll get those couple items there. And there should be one more down there. Yep. And that's it for that area. And we have our last idol. Now, obviously with this walkthrough, there are plenty of spoilers, and I'm going to spoil this right now. This is a 4-phase fight. We're going to go against Genichiro. Genichiro, it's only 1 phase, but he should be very easy at this point. The only thing that he does extra is he ends up finding the Dark Mortal Blade, and he'll use a Mortal Draw. And you could do one of 2 things. You could just run away out of the range of it, or you could circle around behind him. And then the rest of the Genichiro fight is exactly the same. The next fight, you fight Lord Isshin in his prime. He gets summoned through Genichiro, through the Black Mortal Blade. Because if you remember, we read the description of that. That opens up the gateway to the undead, to the Underrealm. So Isshin died. Genichiro calls Isshin to try to take us out. And we fight him. Now, the first phase of Isshin is pretty straightforward, I want to say. He does 2 perilous attacks. One is a thrust, so we're going to stomp, of course, use Makiri counter. Another one is a very quick strike, which we're going to just jump out of the way or just jump on his head. He does 2, I believe, charged attacks where they are considered, part of. I don't think we have them. Yeah, we definitely don't have them. But they're one of the arts. They're like a temple arts or an Ashina arts. He'll do 2 different attacks. Those you could deflect. However, I like just to run out of the way. And for the first phase, we are going to use Ichimonji double. As far as prosthetic tools, there isn't any that is overly powerful. I like using the spring-loaded firecracker just because they're a little bit quicker, and like always, I've said this the entire game, if you need to run away from a boss and heal, you could use the firecracker and to kind of disorient them and get a heal off. And then lastly, possibly the umbrella. It doesn't matter which umbrella you use, other than the regular loaded. You want to use one of these last 3. Just because I like the look of it. He doesn't do any kind of fire or anything like that. I'm going to use the Phoenix umbrella. This has the same capabilities as the others. Same thing, you could use any of these items to make yourself hit harder. Quite frankly, I don't find a use for it because this is a posture fight. You got to deflect. You got to learn to deflect and deflect well. So things that you could put on to help you if you're struggling a little bit, you could absolutely use Nako Sugar. I don't find any use for it, like I said, but this is more of hey, this is the end of the game. You got to be able to stand in front of this dude and kick his ass. Second phase, he brings out a spear, which has a shit ton of combos. Same attacks that he does in the first phase. He just adds a spear attack, thrust that is a perilous. You're going to stomp on it. He is much more aggressive in the second phase. He has a lot of moves that it's very challenging for me to sit here and describe each one, but I'll do my best to showcase those. He also pulls out a gun and fires off like 5 or 6 rounds, like pop, 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 at you. You could deflect those, or you could use your umbrella. He does a move where it looks like he's going to continue to attack, but then he does like this jump backwards as he swings his spear. If you see that, you're going to just deflect. You're going to want to try to like attack. Believe me, it's like It's part of the programming and your muscle memory. You're going to want to continue to attack when he starts. When you see this move, just deflect, and you won't have to worry about it. And in the final phase, he has all of that I described, plus he adds the lightning, which is what we want. We want to reverse that fucking lightning right back at his face. For me, that would be the easiest part of the fight. So now that we're ready, let's go.
Bukuro.
Shinobi of the Divine Air, we meet again. Behold, the second mortal blade.
Genichiro. If you think you can change Ashina's fate with such a thing, you are mistaken. Wolf. No one has the right to the dragon's heritage. It is no one's to bear. I wish there was another way.
It's all right.
One last time.
Alright, with Genichiro, we're going to run up, and I'll show you one of the tactics to get behind him, and then use Ichimonji to knock him out of his mortal draw.
I will restore.
So we're going to go right behind him, and use this, and then now this becomes the regular Genichiro fight. He has... Oh! I was up. I was up in the air. I'm jumping a little late. Yep. Man, I usually just clap this guy, but I'm trying to showcase him, I guess. I'm not worried about it. There we go. This one, I like to just run away, just so I could maybe heal or not get my posture damage. Yeah, just like that, he's done. So we got our resurrection back. But his fight is the same as it is up on the tower. The only thing that changed is that the mortal draw. Now, during the fight, if he does it again, you could just simply run away. If you can't get behind him, then just run away.
Powerless, but Ashina will rise once more. The dragon blood surging through her veins. With this, Ashina's long night comes to an end.
Pitiful grandchild.
Oh.
This was your last wish. To see Ashina returned from the great beyond. Which means Sekiro. I must destroy you. Count Sekiro.
So we're going to come up. This is one that I said we're going to run and use the Ichimonji. 2. Same thing. Run. Ichimonji. 1. 2. You want to stay on him because he does constantly regain posture. Here's his Makiri counter. And first phase done. That's really all he does is first phase. Second phase, make sure you run away, and I would suggest coming down here. Gives you a little bit more space. That one always seems to get me. Big overhead slam. I want to see if I could get him to do his combo. There's that one where I was talking about where he jumps back. Use that time to deflect. The run. And... oh, he does his own Ichimonji. And there's his big combo. There we go. And like I said, use that to your advantage. The firecrackers. Most of the careless attacks with his spear out are going to be the thrust. I'm going to try to let him go through a little bit more of his attacks. So he has that big jump. Yeah, that... I can't seem to get the timing of that deflect. One. And 1, 2, 3. Big attack. Oh, he didn't do his jump like he usually does. Run and circle. There's that deflect. There's the small combo. When you see that kanji, he brings that spear back. It looks like... oh, that is the... I didn't think he was going to do that one. There's 1, 2, 3. And... oh, that's the jump. That's the jump one. Sorry. That's the jump one. Oh, second phase done. I'm going to let him kill me here, guys. Alright. I'm going to let him kill me here, just so I can show you those 2 phases again. I do apologize, especially if you want to find out more about this guy in his other phase. I'm just going to let him kill me. I want to do this again so you could see. Now, what I highly suggest doing is watching this fight. I mean, first, try him yourself. Right? Before even watching this. Try him yourself. If you can't do it, if you're still struggling, watch the video over and over again. Watch it 5, 6 times of this part. Because you'll start seeing his attacks and the patterns and everything that he's doing, and then seeing how I'm reacting and I'm telling you how to react to it. And you'll be able to do that during your fight.
Ashina to glory.
Yep, this is why we want to do the Ichimonji, because he does a second follow-up attack. Excuse me. This time I'm going to learn how to jump over that. Except for that time. What the heck? I'm hitting the button. Oh, damn! He's bodying me up, isn't he? Well, we'll get that back. Right here. Damn! Riggin Genichiro. Alright. Let's go back to Isshin. Run! Out of the way. There we go. So he does... Oh, I hit... Man, I hate trying to fight this guy and try to talk and try to showcase what he does. It's so tough, and we're going to make Kiri. There we go. Strike, strike, strike. He's going to come up, do the cross slash. 1, 2. Kiri, or Ichimonji. 1, 2. 1, 2. Cross slash. Ichimonji. And that should be it. Very good. Okay, like I said, run away. If you could deflect and then try to get him, especially with that drop down, you could get a good hit off on him, 1 or 2 hits. Run away and then back. Kiri. This should be, usually that's the start of his real big combination. But he decided not to do it this time. Usually right there. That's usually that upward double slash tends to be where he does a very long combo. That ends usually with that strike. Out of the way, big circle. See, that's what I was talking about, that you tend to want to... Ooh, I thought that was going to be the Makiri. Oop. Here's that combo, and get out of the way. Sometimes you could jump over that slash. Kiri. Let's get him to phase 3. And then I'll showcase a little bit of that. Maybe I'll let him kill me again in phase 3. There's the lightning. And everything that we talked about in phase 2, he does here. Except adds the lightning. Oh yeah, and then that one. Sorry, he does add the AO, or the not the AOE, but the long attack. All right, let's let him kill me. He's almost dead, so. There we go. Okay, we're gonna die there. Alright, so now we saw the third phase. That's pretty much in the third phase. Everything he does in the second phase, except I did forget about that that long range move. Everything he does in the other phases, he does in this one. Just adds those. So now that we're there, we're gonna do our best and end this guy. I'm going to see how well I could do against him without the showcasing everything he does. But then that's it. That's all this guy does. A couple key points. Try to be aggressive. Stay close to him if you want his posture to stay down. This is kind of that fight where you got to be patient, take a little bit of health off him. His posture is going to go skyrocketing early, but then all of a sudden it's going to go back down, and it's going to get you frustrated. You're going to be like, why no? And you're going to go run in, and he's going to kick your ass. So be patient. Oh. All right, here we come, Isshin. Oh, I hit it. I hit McCurry. There's my Ichimonji. And my kitty. Oh, I don't know what that was. Inside Sekiro. Yeah, let's go over here. I don't like those rocks that much. Come on. Now, I'm not talking as much. I'm just trying to finish this fight. His posture is already, like, at the point of breaking, but... And there we go. Phase 3. There we go. There's the full combo. He finally did the full combo in a row. And this should be it. Goodbye, Isshin. There we go. Sorry, brother. He's one of the best NPCs of any game.
Do it. Well done, Sekiro. Farewell.
All right. Immortality severed. So we get Isshin's memory. At his peak, Isshin Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength, a single-minded killing machine of a man. We also get the Dragon Flash. So, I'm going to show you that. And then we also open the Gauntlets. Gauntlet of Strength, and it's really, really cool. Some really cool stuff. Opens up now in the game for New Game Plus. Or... you could go back and do all that now. So what I suggest doing right now is once you go over there to Kuru, that's it. First I'm going to show you Dragon Slash, or you cannot. That's right. We're done there. Show you Dragon Slash out here. You could come out here and you could still go do other things within the world. If you want. Like the gauntlets. So I'll just show that really quick. So now that we already know about the Reflection of Strength, this is all the main story bosses. Demon of Hatred, Isshin, you could fight him again, Genichiro, Way of Tomoe, so that's the end of the fight, all of these. Gauntlet of Strength. There's 2 that open up. This one's probably the best one. There's only 3 bosses, but what you got to do is you got to fight through Gyobu, beat him, beat Lady Butterfly, and then beat the mystery man, which is inner Genichiro, which is a much harder version of Genichiro. But by doing so, you get to unlock a very cool ability, combat art that he has. So highly suggested. And then Severance is just another longer, right? So we have the Guardian Ape, the Great Shinobi Owl, True Monk, the Way of Tomoe, and then you have, I believe, Inner Isshin. So the harder version of Isshin. And then there's another one that we didn't unlock because we did not do that ending. That's the Shura ending. And the Shura gauntlet actually has the coolest cosmetic equipment that you put on, or attire. So, but that's all you get from that one. And then a final one opens up where all of, well, it'll open up after we complete this, story. It has all the bosses, including Inner Genichiro and Inner Isshin and Inner Owl. So it's very challenging. But before we even start New Game Plus, let's enhance our strength. So Saint Isshin, one who returns from the great beyond, does so at the peak of their prosperity. Isshin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. So again, the reason why we did that is because now, going into New Game Plus, you have a full 20 vitality, a full 14 attack power, and you're ready to rock and roll. So again, I'll leave that completely up to you guys how you want to continue. You could try the gauntlets, you could try all that stuff beforehand, and here's the kicker. Now is a good time to try these reflections. It's a great time to try the gauntlets, because if you do a new game, you have to unlock certain things again. One of those being your Mortal Blade. You won't have the Mortal Blade, so if you're, if a lot of your tactics that you want to do incorporate the Mortal Blade, you won't have that ability until you actually achieve it in the game. So, if you want everything that you have right now to go into those fights, go ahead and use them. But for now, we are going to end Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Wolf, where are you?
Now, through our journey, we have gotten all of these items. Each one corresponds to a specific ending. There are 4 endings for Sekiro. The 4th one is the Shura ending, which we did not get. Obviously, that's when you're up at the top of the castle, when you could decide to side with Owl Father or betray him. We ended up betraying him so we could do these other endings, or at least have the rest of the game to explore. We worked our butts off to get the Dragon Tears and the Frozen Tears. This is the ending that I feel is the best ending of all, so let's use that.
I am at your side. Take the Dragon Tears. We must leave this place, my lord.
Lord Kuro, may you be at rest. Allow me to hold you in my heart. Everyone, it is time. I must depart. The journey to sever our ties with fate will be a very long one indeed. And yet, you still wish to join us.
I do.
You have my thanks, Shinobi of the Dragon. Know that Kuro shares my joy. Let us depart to the west, to the birthplace of the divine dragon.
There we have it, guys. Hopefully you guys found this to be very helpful with your playthrough. That was my goal, to help others who struggled with the game like I did in the beginning, who didn't find a very good, or a walkthrough that really fit with how they played the game or wanted to play the game. And maybe some walkthroughs were a little less complete than this one, or maybe you didn't like my walkthrough at all. But if you're watching this at this point, listening to me, I want to say first, thank you for watching all the videos. But if you didn't like it, then why did you watch all the videos? But either way, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to check out other walkthroughs on the channel and gameplay that you may like or you may not. Either way, appreciate you guys, and hopefully this helped you guys. And we'll see you on whatever the next video is.